Hello everyone and welcome to Dax Electronic Repair. Today we're going to be doing an iPhone XS battery replacement. Alright, here's our XS. This came out at the same time as the XR. Alright, 2 pentalobe screws on the bottom. That's how they've always done it. Gonna pry the screen off. Get our razor blade in there. Just enough to get your fingernail or a plastic pick in. You don't want to use a razor blade because you don't want to cut stuff. You also don't want to put the pick in too far because you will cut ribbon cables. Know where your ribbon cables are before you start taking the phone apart. Alright, screen is all open. You can see the ribbon cables are on the right side. Next thing we're going to do is take our retaining bracket off for our ribbon cables. This one has one bracket down the middle. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. 4 of them are pentalobe, 1 is Phillips. Why? Who knows? Just for fun, I guess. So as you can see, you can't see yet, but I'll show you. All right. Tri-tip. Tri-tip. These are tri-tip screws. That one is tri-tip. That one is tri-tip. The one above that. That one is not tri-tip. And I tried. Haha, see, I said, you little son of a... Yep. That one is tri-tip. And that one is tri-tip as well. Then you got to get out your Phillips bit and take that one out. And now you've got all of them. All right. Take that bracket off. You can see them all. All the ribbon cables connect right down the middle there. I took the battery cable off first. Then we're going to take the top ribbon cable off for the front camera, face sensors, things like that. Then we're going to take the 2 off for the display itself. First one's easy enough to get. It's on the same level. You can't really tell here, but double checking the battery. The first one I take off here is, oh nope, I'm going for the harder one first. So that one's kind of dished in, so I went ahead and grabbed my spudger and got it off of there. That's the second one right there. All right, went ahead and got those off of there just so we could put the screen aside so we're not putting any too much pressure or strain on the ribbon cables. They are very fragile. Next thing we're going to be doing is testing the new battery. Batteries often arrive at least dead, and sometimes they arrive defective. So I always test. I always hook the new battery up before we take the old one out, just to make sure we have good parts. Always test your parts before you install them. It will save you a lot of headache and possibly even making a phone completely unusable until you get new parts. All right. New battery is plugged in, so we at least know it is the right battery for the phone because it plugs in. So, small victories. All right, we're just going to hook up our display cables. We're going to power it on, make sure our battery works. All we want to do is see our Apple sign. Again, that's the hard one to get on. It's also hard to get off of there because it's kind of down in a little valley. Hidden Valley Ranch is not a sponsor of this channel. All right. We have the Apple symbol. So, new battery. Pop it out. Display cables. Pop them. Now we know we're good. We can take our old battery out. This one actually has 1, 2, 3, 4. This has 4 separate stretchy adhesive dealies that Apple likes to use for quote unquote easy access. The idea is there's a tab and then some very stretchy adhesive sticker or tape, or I don't even know what you would call it. But anyway, you're supposed to be able to pull that tab up, and that will let you grab on, and you just pull and pull and pull and pull until the whole thing stretches out and comes out on its own. 95% of the time I hulk them out of there and rip them and tear them. You got to do it in a very specific way, and I just don't have a lot of luck with them. But this top one I was able to get out. See, you just stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch until it pops. There you go. There's actually 3 more on the bottom. Now, you can't, on this phone, it's really hard to get to them. I mean, you can take your Taptic engine out to get to them, but it's just not worth the time. You can also put this on a heat plate for a little while and wait for it to heat up. Personally, once I've got the top one off, it's easy enough to pry. Now, don't pry at very hard angles. You also really want to be careful when you're prying what's underneath. So you need to know exactly where you are prying, because as I will show you after this comes out of here, there are very fragile ribbon cables underneath. See these cables right here? All of those. If you put your prying tool in there, you are going to destroy those, and you're going to lose functionality. You're going to have to fix more stuff. So always know where you're prying. And you can see there in the middle, that big black sticker is actually your charging, wireless charging. And that's why our adhesive goes around it instead of actually on it. Because it is a sticker as well. So when you peel the battery up, you don't want that to rip and tear and lose functionality for your wireless charging, which Apple has had since the 8s, which is right about, well, 1 generation behind this one. All right, here's our new sticker. Those tabs we were trying to use, they do line up exactly where they need to go. Use that as a template because you don't want them sticking to that wireless charging puck that we were talking about. So if you line it up right, you will not be on any of the ribbon cables or on the wireless charger. So you will not have issues in case you need to replace the battery again. These guys, the second shield backing doesn't like to come up very well. You got to kind of smooth it down as you pull it up. But we're pros, so we got through it. Now when you put this battery in, make sure to hook it up, or at least make it line exactly up with where it plugs in. You don't want to put it too high or too low where your ribbon cable does not reach it or reaches it in a awkward, dangerous position. You don't want to put stress on these cables when you don't have to. So I hook it up, then I slide it in, and we know exactly that's exactly where it needs to be. Alright, so I just make sure it does plug all the way in. And it does, so we win. Alright, we're going to do one more test. Unplug the battery, of course, before you put the screen on. Anytime you can keep the battery unplugged during any phone or electronic repair, do it. Err on the side of caution. All right, and that little guy doesn't like to go in, so we just gently put him where he goes. Put him to sleep. Sleepy guy. All right, so we got everything hooked back up, and we're just gonna get another test before we actually lock this phone back down and get all our screws put in. All right, power it on. That's all we need to know. Battery, pull it up, and we're actually going to take the screen all the way off again because we need to put our gasket or adhesive that goes on for the screen itself. Yeah, try and pry on the side if you can. There you go. You did it. So first of all, we got to get the old adhesive off the frame, go around, get it all up. This one didn't have much. I don't think they replaced it when they replaced the screen on this one, which happened recently. Not by me though, because otherwise it would have one of these gasket stickers. These also do not like to come off their backing, so you kind of have to smooth it as you go. So the backing comes up and the sticker stays down. A double-sided gasket adhesive, whatever, however you want to. It's pre-cut double-sided tape is what it is. But it will give you a very good seal if you do it properly. All right. So this is the final install. Hook up all our cables, all our ribbon cables, put them where they go. Save the battery for last. And last is now. All right, grab your bracket. And hopefully you put those screws in order. They are different sizes and different lengths. So they need to go back in the holes they came out of. This one has Phillips, so we do it first. And then we throw the other tri-tips back in. We have 4 of those. One is kind of hiding under our front-facing camera assembly. Right there. All right. So now angle it up towards the top. Like that. Start with the top. Squeeze down as you go. If it's not fitting, be careful how you squeeze it. Take your time. All right, finally, pentalobe screws on the bottom. You got 2 of them. You took them out. Now put them back in. Luckily, this has been the same size bit since forever. So it gets quite a workout here at the shop. All right, and you did it. Thanks for checking out my video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and see you next time. Love you.